Every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your performance the next time. I have come to realize that every single day we face moments that are difficult, uncertain, and scary. Your life requires courage. People only get better with experience if they are willing to learn and understand the lessons that are given to them through the bad times in their lives. I have taken the biggest lesson of all from animals, needless to say, and discovered that living for the day is the way to live. The minute you get away from fundamentals, whether it's proper technique, work ethic, or mental preparation, the bottom can fall out of your game, your schoolwork, your job, and whatever you're doing. Over the years, I have come to realize that mistakes are just lessons, life lessons almost like school. Once you have learned a lesson in class, you move on to the next lesson because now you know it. Well, mistakes are the same. Life's lessons are about learning one or more of the values of the truth. Life's lessons are hard, but we have all learned ways to cope with tragedy, as well as seeing the lessons is what my kids and I now call the storms of life. One important thing to consider is that we are born ready to give and receive love, but our life lessons get in the way of experiencing this gift. If we have no end goal in mind, we are simply leaving it to chance that our life will follow a favorable path and that we will reach a desirable destination. One of the most important secrets of life that will be more contented is the act of gratitude and being grateful for the things you have in your life. It is so natural to get caught on the continually needing more preparation that we don't stop to welcome the things that we have now. Think of each failure, each heartache, and each loss in your life as a lesson in courage and resilience. Life's lessons take a lifetime to learn, that's just how it is in life's classroom. But as we learn, we teach others. We are all teachers in the school of life. Every relationship offers one of two things, a lesson or a blessing. In many instances, the lesson is the ultimate blessing. Life is an adventure, and getting wherever you are going is half the fun. Yep, we can all learn plenty from each other, even those we think don't know as much as we do, if we can just set our egos aside. There is no shortage of lessons. We're all each other's students and teachers. My greatest life lessons have not come from any achievements I have attained, but rather from the failures, heartaches, and setbacks that I have experienced. It is, therefore, my considered opinion that for those of us who genuinely believe that we were destined for greatness, that we are the best versions of what God actually created, and that the only direction that we will always move is a direction that leads us to ultimate success. May you learn lots in the coming year. May life lessons be ones that you see. On your birthday, we wish only the best for you today and throughout the coming year. But where the learning becomes greater is when we face adversity. That is when some of life's greatest lessons teach us so much more than if we got to the top and stayed there. And you will also find successful people will tell you that the greatest lessons learned is when they faced adversity. It's not the mistake that matters, it's how you interpret the lesson. No matter how diligent you are about teaching your children right from wrong, the truth is that the majority of the lessons they learn from you will be the ones you teach without meaning to. My father taught me a good lesson: don't get too low when things go wrong. And don't get too high when things are good. Not only do we need models to grow, we also need mentors. Mentors are people who have followed Christ longer than we have and are able to share life lessons. Her life was not easy, yet she was a living example of someone who did the best with what life handed her. Thank you, Mom. We will always be grateful for the life lessons you taught and the love you shared. All organisms have an inherent tendency to preserve their existence. It is from this fact that psychologists have postulated an instinct of self-preservation. The first duty of an organism is to be alive. One of the best things about finally showing courage is that you inspire those around you to do the same. Learn the lesson of thanksgiving. It is due to God, it is due to ourselves. Thanksgiving for the past makes us trustful in the present and hopeful for the future. What He has done is the pledge of what He will do. One never knows what small changes we make over time can benefit many others. Sometimes, it is little more than a friendly gesture to help someone who is struggling at work and who goes on to achieve great things. This past, this over, deem it dead. Accept the lesson and look ahead. No one regrets, fresh hope instead. The best lesson anyone can learn from business school is an awareness of what it can't teach you, all the ins and outs of everyday business life. Avoid doing the same you always do, or the day will feel like an incoming tide. It's a funny thing about remembering incidents that happened years ago, and some of these incidents taught us a great lesson. My father taught me that one of the most important abilities in life is to be able to take the pain and persevere, and for years this lesson had served me well. The rich tapestry of life is mediated through our emotions, as a world without them would be grey and empty. To all of you who choose to look the other way every day because you seem more frightened of the changes that can prevent catastrophic climate change than the catastrophic climate change itself, your silence is almost the worst of all. Making reflection a habit tunes you into necessary alignments you need to make to keep you on the course to the good life. I don't dwell on the things that are too late to fix, but I do my best to get life's lessons and put them into action. So learning to appreciate your lessons, mistakes, and setbacks as stepping stones to the future is a clear sign you're moving in the right direction. Always be happy,